If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else grinded, make sure you hit up Rose NBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best limited lineup possible here for week 3 of season 2 in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, generally multiple videos a day. I would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, though. The first thing we got to talk about are the limited requirements for this week to get your third ring, which will reward you with a diamond prize ball if you've gotten the first 2 rings. So you can use 1 diamond, 1 amethyst, and everybody else on your team must be ruby or lower. No free agent cards allowed. Again, pretty simple. I do like the fact they're letting us use a diamond and amethyst, though, because I think that does give us the ability to give ourselves a couple cornerstones for our team that we can really build around and build a really, really good squad using. So let's hop into it and let's start building out this lineup. So I will say at the point guard position, you have 2 options in my personal opinion, and I will talk about both of those options. One of them is DeJounte Murray. One of them is Alex Caruso. Both of these guys are great options at the point guard position. They're going to do slightly different things. DeJounte, a little bit better shooter, maybe a little bit better shot creator as well, slightly better slasher. Defensively, though, he's not going to be as good. He's still going to be a very good perimeter defender, but not the same interior wise as Caruso is. He's going to be a better rebounder, probably just because he's got a little bit better player build, more athletic for sure in terms of his speed, and he's got better lateral quickness. Badge wise, they're both pretty good. Caruso only has 2 hostage glove and interceptor. He's got quick first step, pick dodger, and slithery for DeJounte. I want to see actually if DeJounte has handles for days. That's a big badge that I think might be a little bit of a differentiator between the two, and it doesn't look like, okay, he's got it on silver. So for me personally, the player I would go with right now is probably DeJounte Murray, because I'm not too concerned about interior defense, and I think he gives me a little bit more offensively, especially with that handles for days badge, than Caruso. But either of those 2 guys, those are the 2 best budget point guards in the game. Those are the 2 guys that I would be choosing between for that point guard position on your team. I think having a diamond PG who can shoot the ball, create his own shot, which DeJounte can do both of those things, be a very good slasher, and also a very capable defender, has good size at 6'4". DeJounte is going to do a lot of things well for you, and so is Caruso. I just like the fact that DeJounte has that handles for days, and I think statistically for limited specifically, the fact he's a bit quicker and a bit better slasher, probably moves a little better as well, is going to benefit him a little bit more than Caruso. Both of them being great budget PGs, use either one, but for me, DeJounte is the one that I'm going to go with in today's video. At the 2, we're a bit limited because, again, you only have basically the choice between rubies and a 1 amethyst on your team. So you kind of got to go ruby here. For me personally, the ruby that I am going to go with based on who's in my collection right now is going to be Evan Fournier, just a guy who I think can shoot the ball at a solid level. Not going to do a ton else besides shoot the ball, but he can dunk the ball open. He's got an 86 ball handle. Not a very good defender on his ruby card, and he's not particularly fast, but he's a guy who can shoot the ball at a pretty high level. And admittedly, we're pretty limited. When you're not able to use those amethyst cards, it limits your cards for sure when it comes to rubies and things like that. But 8 gold badges include catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, deadeye, green machine, guard up, slippery off ball, and volume shooter. He's also got silver, fearless finisher, agent 3, amped, blinders, mini magician, space creator, ankle breaker, bailout, special delivery, and bronze limitless range. So he's a guy who's going to knock down threes at a high level. Not going to do a ton else for you, but that is all right. I think he's going to be fine next to a guy like DeJounte, who's a really good defensive PG as well. Fournier is not going to have to do much besides knock down the open 3. At the 3, pretty easy decision here. It's going to be this Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson is probably one of the best rubies in the game right now. This moment's KJ that I dropped a gameplay on a couple days ago. I'm not sure if you can still actually grind for the card, but if you can, I would recommend knocking that out because it's a pretty easy grind. You just have to match his stat line. He's 6'6", the small forward position, but he's got an 89 offense, 84 defense, 90 driving layup, 90 close shot, 80 midi, 88 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 79 ball handle, super solid all-around defender on the perimeter and the interior. He's got pretty decent speed. He's got good lateral quickness and really good badges as well for rubies. 17 golds, 15 silvers. Badges like amped, blinders, catch and shoot, claymore, green machine, guard up, corner specialist, slippery off ball, break starter, chase down artist, pogo stick, workhorse, silver fast twitch, deadeye, clutch shooter, bailout, killer combos, needle threader, unpluckable, ankle bracelet, challenger, clamps, menace, post lockdown, as well as bronze bully. So pretty good amount of badges on this Keldon Johnson card. He's got a smooth release. He's a capable all-around defender, can create his own shot a little bit. I was really impressed with this card when I did gameplay with him a few days ago, if y'all want to check that out to see how this card plays. But I think he's the best 3 we can use as a ruby right now, and he's the guy I'm plugging in there. Now at the 4, again, our options are a little bit limited. I don't think we got a ton of amazing options. The guy that I am going to go with is going to be this Jared Vanderbilt. I think he, while it being a little bit limited offensively as a ruby, is going to be a very good defender. He's 6'9", 94 defense, only 81 offense, and only a 59 3 ball, but he has a really good release, so he can green wide open, and that's about all I need him to do. Is I think he's going to be able to green wide open, catch and shoot shots. But very good dunker, not much of a playmaker, but a really good all-around defender on the interior and the perimeter. He's got great athleticism, awesome. Really good rebounder, super versatile on the defensive end, 16 gold badges and 10 silvers, include limitless takeoff, posterizer, slithery, ankle braces, challenger, chase down artist, clamps, glove, interceptor, menace, post, lockdown, pogo stick, workhorse, rebound chaser, silver, fast twitch, bailout, break starter, clamp breaker, quick first step, anchor, and pick dodger. So an elite defender, an elite slasher, and a guy who can knock down a wide open 3, and that's all I need out of him at the 4. And then at the 5, really easy decision for our amethyst is going to be amethyst Jared Allen. It's not close. This is the best budget center in the game right now. This Jared Allen card is an absolute dog with a money release, 6'10" with an amazing player build that makes him look closer to 7'1", or at least 7 foot. But he's knocked down the 3. He can knock down the 3 at a super high level, being a glitch shooting card, 91 3 ball, 90 standing and driving dunk, really solid interior game as well, 90 block, 92 interior, very capable perimeter defender as well, 90 rebounding, 79 speed and excel is really good for a center, 79 lateral quickness, and like I said, a money release as well. So statistically, he's amazing. Badge wise, also really good. 1 Hoffus corner specialist. He's got gold aerial wizard, back down punisher, bully, drop stepper, masher, posterizer, rise up, catch and shoot, claymore, clutch shooter, deadeye, green machine, volume shooter, vice grip, anchor, chase down artist, post, lockdown, pogo stick, workhorse, box out beast, rebound chaser, and brick wall. So a ton of good interior badges, but also good shooting badges on gold. And even he's got silver blinders, guard up, limitless range, needle threader. A lot of good badges on this card. This Jared Allen card, another card I did gameplay on. Easily the best budget center currently in my team, and I think he's the perfect guy to throw in at the center position for our starting lineup. So this is the lineup that I would be running in limited this week in terms of a 5-man. Outside of that, you got some other options at Ruby if you want to find some guys. A guy like Kawhi Leonard is a really good 3-and-D player, but you're not going to have a ton of super elite options in all honesty. Steven Jackson's not bad. You could throw him in at the 3 or the 4 as well. There just aren't that many elite guards in all honesty, or true big men, I feel like, at this position. I think you could go with a guy like Goran Dragic or Jordan Clarkson as your backup PG. I'm going to go with Jordan Clarkson today. And then I think probably a guy like Kelly Olynyk is a guy who can stretch the floor at the 5 and do a really good job there as well. He's going to be able to knock down his open 3s at a high level. And we'll throw Steven Jackson here at the 4 with Kawhi at the 3. At the 2, I'm not entirely sure who I'd probably run. I might even consider running a guy like, I think Larry Hughes or even Devin Booker, just as pure shooters would be solid. Larry Hughes is probably the best all-around card that you can run at the 2 in terms of the rubies that I have, but Devin Booker being more of a shooter. Regardless, I'm not really going to use my bench, to be completely honest. And in fact, I may not use them at all. I simply may just run a 5-man. But I think something like this lineup, especially with this starting lineup, is the best limited team that you can build this week here in week 3 of season 2 in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. So hopefully this video does help y'all out, help you with building your lineup this week, and give y'all a good picture of what I would do. Again, you can substitute Caruso for Murray because Caruso's going to be a little bit cheaper. And I think if you don't want to buy DeJounte, but I think this lineup is going to be awesome for limited this week. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.